Be completely honest with you, I feel like this video is gonna get me cursed out, but yellow, I guess. Yikes. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lauren, and today's video is kind of something that has been requested, and I've literally put it off over and over again. 2021 was a great year for us. We went from 3,000 followers on Instagram to now almost about to cross 11,000. Now, some people may not see that as that much growth, but that's major growth for me, and I really do. So I do support y'all, and I'm glad that y'all support me, and I appreciate anybody who does watch my videos, leaves a comment, likes the video, or just gives me any of the time of their day. I appreciate it because you don't have to do that. Now, the video topic, however, it's definitely one that I would want to skim on thin ice about because I don't want to say the wrong thing and it come off as shady or like disrespectful because this is definitely not what I want it to be about. But I've gotten DMs throughout the last little while asking me like, what happened? What happened to my relationships? I speak so highly on people finding love and being happy and loving themselves and being able to share that love with somebody else. I spread those messages a lot. Um, Love is a hard thing to figure out, but I'm genuinely going to just go through each relationship that I was in and give you guys just a little bit because I'm not going to go into detail just out of respect for them. I'm just going to go into a little bit of just what happened with each relationship and why didn't it work out. Now, I'm not on no sad girl shit. I'm definitely not on no I need a nigga type shit. It's definitely I'm in a different place now, so I'm just genuinely hoping that this could help somebody, just being as though this is something I was asked to do. Now, it is a very uncomfortable thing, so if I look uncomfortable, I probably am, just a little bit. But without further ado, let's get right on into it. Now, a disclaimer, like I said, it's not any hate to anybody that I was with. No hate to nobody. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, and I hold these people that I'm talking about really close to my heart just because of who they are to me. And yeah, I'm also going to only say the first letter of their names. I'm not going to go too far into it just because respect. I'm just not a disrespectful person, and I feel like that was something that changed back then too. I was so disrespectful. I wasn't even respectful to my family, and all they wanted to do was support me, but I wasn't seeing it as that back then. But so I was in 3 relationships that I actually consider relationships. So my first relationship was, his name started with a J. He was a little bit older than me, but I think around this time, I had just came out the closet, and we weren't like a very exclusive relationship because of the fact that he was DL. And at that point, he just was the type of DL where he didn't want pictures of him and me together, or he didn't want us to be seen in public because he didn't want people thinking that we were messing together or like having a situation. So it was like DL, DL. And I kind of like agreed to it. And looking back at it now, maybe I shouldn't have, but things happen in life for a reason. And so that happened in my life for a reason. So our relationship was really, really good. It was not bad in any way, shape, or form. I really have a hard time talking about him sometimes just because of the fact of the matter being that we never got to truly end things just because of the fact that um the reason that we weren't together anymore is because we had gotten into a huge argument. We had only messed or were dealing with each other for a couple months, but it was like our first relationship. So we kind of like were making a lot of mistakes. So we got into eventually a very big blowout, and we decided to take a break. We never broke up or anything like that, but literally, I think maybe less than 2 weeks after that big blowout, um, he actually was gone in a car accident. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, like I said, these situations sometimes are really, really hard to think about. Like, I've moved past relationships, but certain things, certain things, you remember it and you just like, damn, I wish things were different. That happened, and I didn't even get to say goodbye to him, like out of like at the service, because of the fact of the matter being he was DL. So I just wanted to leave him and his family to remember him as what he was. And I don't know if to this day that they knew that he messed with Qionn. I don't know if you guys know, but before Loren, it was Qionn. And so at this relationship, I wasn't transitioned. Um, Hopefully they didn't find out or think different of him after the fact. But like I said, he is up there in heaven now, so hopefully he's doing okay. Yeah, I want to get off of this subject because then I won't actually finish this video. But the next relationship that I was in, like I said, that first relationship, I was in it for maybe 4 months. I was just dealing with him. And yeah. And I waited a little bit after that just because I was really, really hurt. And I met somebody by the first name of T. Um, Now, this is right after I had came back from college. I was working at a department store at the time. And I honestly was not looking for a relationship, nor was I interested in like anything. I just was not looking for anything like that. I'm super young at this point. Like I'm a fresh adult trying to figure things out, and I had gotten on this app. He was on this app. I think I messaged him first. I want to say, um, and we just kind of hit it off. And eventually, after that conversation, he was like, wanting to like hang out. So hang out and smoke. So I was like, okay. I got off of work. At this point, I had lied to my dad and told him that I was like staying late at work, knowing damn well I worked at the mall. So I don't know why I even thought that that was cute. Like I was telling you, I was disrespectful a little bit. Like my mouth was kind of rancid, and yeah. But so we met up after I got off of work. We hung out for like an hour and we got intimate. Now, I'm not going to say in what way we got intimate. We didn't have sex, but I'm saying that we got intimate. We got to a point where we were like kind of surprised because we weren't expecting it, but it kind of happened. So after that day, we were just together, 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 together. And eventually, I feel like that was one of the reasons why things didn't work out, was the fact that we were just so together that we weren't able to miss each other. And we kind of weren't able to like value our own space. I know I was like super clingy, and like he's not clingy, but he was like he loved seeing me, but it was just he needed his space, and I had to learn to be able to give myself my space. Eventually, communication led to communication and immaturity. I feel like that was mainly what it was immaturity. I feel like if things were different, we probably could have a different outcome right now. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not thinking of too far into that. I kind of just want to leave it where it was. And, you never know what life has in store, whatever. So we had a big blowout and we decided not to deal with each other anymore. That was it. That was it. We didn't have any communication. We weren't talking to each other. We weren't speaking with each other. And yeah, that was it. So after that relationship, I think that relationship lasted almost 2 years. It did not touch 2 years, but it was almost there because we had broken up maybe a month before my birthday. So I knew it so vividly then. So like, yeah, when my birthday came, I was kind of sad that I was spending it alone, but I knew what the circumstances was at this point and that nothing was going to change. Whatever. Over time, I got over it. Like, we, me, 7 months maybe after the relationship, I decided to text somebody. And of course, you have like in between your relationships, you have maybe your fuck buddies or whatever, like smoke buddies, whatever. But like, after that, I was moving past it. I had met this one guy actually on an app that I was live streaming for, and his name started with an M. Now, yikes. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Uh, uh, yikes. I don't know. It's really really hard to have conversations about these types of things, and I'm trying to be as candid as possible. That second relationship, like I said, it was more like public. So after that relationship kind of got messy, so I knew with this relationship with M that I needed to kind of not be so public in case of the fact that, anything blew up again. I was trying to move differently, and that probably was an issue in our relationship as well. So, first relationship, very down low. Second relationship was very much public. Like, I was a YouTuber. Like, I made videos. Like, people damn well knew. Like, we had pictures up and everything. And at one point, we had an Instagram together. So, people knew. People knew. For real. So, I met Am, and he was actually in the comments while I was up on this panel. And I was like, okay, whatever. And he was being funny. And he actually ended up hopping in my comments and being like, DM me. Now, when you tell a bitch to DM you, I don't know what type of energy to expect, but at this point, I still was not transitioned, so I was still Qionn. So I DM'd him. We started talking, and we actually like hit it off really, really well. Like, I think none of my relationships, I was looking for a relationship. I kind of think they just kind of happened, and yeah. So we actually did not decide to be a relationship for a minute. We actually were just in talking phase. So in all actuality, I want to say we was with each other for almost a year and 9 months. I want to say no, 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 no. It was at least a year and a half. At least a year and a half. I will round it to that. And our relationship was going good. Like in all my relationships, they were like my best friend. Like those are the only people that I would confide in or tell anything. And I really love the fact that to this day, nobody has really come out and like spilled on our relationship. It was one point where like I was really, really scared to get involved with somebody else because I did not want anything publicly to be messy. And so this relationship, I actually was more private with it. Like I posted a video, like a picture of us together, maybe twice in that whole 1.5 years that we were together. And I don't know, I feel like it was just a lot of insecurity on both of our parts. And then being that halfway through our relationship, I started on hormones. I felt like that was something that internally made me change my mind on the relationship, just because I did not want to hold him back. And I felt like that was exactly what I was doing because he got in a relationship with a boy and now he was trying to have to decide to adjust his life to being with a girl. So at this point, I'm not Loren. I mean, I'm not Qionn anymore. I'm Loren now. So I feel like after my transition, things really just took a turn. And for a while, I did not feel attractive. I was not wanting to deal with anybody. So I kind of exhibited those emotions onto him, which looking back at it now was not very that great. And I could not accept the fact that somebody actually could actually love me. And at this point, like I was working on loving myself still. And ultimately the relationship ended because of just me thinking that there was somebody better for him and that he could be happier with somebody else. And I could never get past the fact that I felt like I was holding him back. I don't care about nothing that happened while in the relationship. I kind of just felt like I was holding him back. Simple as that. And like my second relationship, I feel like this relationship, if things were worked out, would I consider being with them? Yes. And actually, let me not say yes, because sometimes it's just better to talk things out and move forward. So I will say a maybe. I love love. I love just the idea of loving somebody else and loving myself, and I just love the idea of caring for somebody other than myself, because you know a bitch is good at caring about herself. Y'all know that for sure. But yeah, so that situation ended, and those are our relationships. Like I said, it's not to be shady, disrespectful, or in any way like fucked up to the people I was with. RIP to Jay. That is what it is. Who knows what the future has in store for Loren. Loren has an open heart and an open mind, and I'm so comfortable with who I am today. There's nothing that anybody could make me feel about myself, to feel low about myself, or to make me feel insecure. I don't feel those things. I'm just happy with the woman that I'm becoming, and I'm sorry for what the boy that I was did. Yeah. I kind of want to I kind of feel like the relationships all ended. Well, first relationship, never got to break up. Second relationship, I was broken up with. Third relationship, I broke up with them. So, I've definitely felt all realms of it. But I'm definitely an open-minded person. The way that I feel about love now is whenever love comes my way, it will come my way, whether it be new, old, whatever. Whatever, if it's genuine and if you feel like it could go somewhere, then there's no point in not giving it a chance. But what you don't want to do is go and hop in those relationships again, or be in a relationship and do the same shit that you was doing before, because it's not going to work. The relationship's going to fall apart just the same way, just as fast as how it got to the point where y'all was going at it together. You want to be in a routine, bitch? I mean, some people like that toxic shit. Honestly, I'm not with the toxic shit. I can't do the toxic shit. The toxic shit gonna end me up in jail, and I'm really not trying to end up in jail. Bitch, they gonna be trying to click my coochie, and I don't have time for that. No. But if you guys did enjoy this video, let me know what you think. I do appreciate anybody who does watch my videos, because you definitely don't have to. But I love you all. I hope you guys have a great day or night, depending on when you're watching this. And I will see you in the next video. Don't be messy with this video, y'all. This is definitely not what it's given. Don't be messy, bitch. Don't be messy, bitch. I be having to tell you.